Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome to the Humble Servant Homestead. Today, I want to bring you guys along with me here, getting ready to fill up my raised bed that I made a couple weeks ago. And the method that I will be using, I don't know if you guys know Mark from Self-Sufficient Me, kind of ran across this video, and that's where I'm getting this idea from. Which is called the Hügelkultur. And so what I'm here doing right now, in the back, I have plenty of woods and down trees and just different debris and stuff like that. And so what I'm doing here now is gathering and collecting some down trees. Now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and make me a big pile, and then I can go ahead and drag them on into the raised bed. Okay? Okay, guys, so here I have my pile of down trees that I went out into the woods and collect. And so now I am gonna go ahead and get ready to lay these inside of the raised bed. Now, what I'm going to do is pretty much go ahead and make some layers inside of the bed with these down trees. And I kind of, find it where I got a lot of trees that is kind of like waterlogged, so they hold that moisture and stuff like that. So once I lay these trees down in the garden, I will come back with some organic matter compost and stuff like that to put on top. Okay, and so this bed here, this raised bed here that I'm filling, it's right at 22 inches, so almost 2 foot. And so I'm gonna probably put maybe say about a foot or layer of this down trees. And so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm making some progress. It's looking good so far. Now I think I'm gonna have to gather some more trees out that woods, because that pile is running low, and as y'all can see, I'm not even halfway yet. But nonetheless, it is a good chore to come out here and do this here. Definitely keep you nice and strong and healthy, and that's the goal. That's what I'm looking for too. So a little work don't never hurt, but nonetheless, I think I'm gonna stick a pin in it for today and pick it up tomorrow. All right. Okay, so now that I have all my trees and different kind of stuff down in here inside of the bed of my Hügelkultur bed that I'm creating here, and pretty much all this that you see inside of here is organic matter, and all this was stuff that was collected out of the woods, different kind of stuff that we got from inside of the garden when we did our garden cleaning. And these right here is actually sweet potato vines that we pulled up, and we just throw them inside of this bed here. Now what we're going to be doing, and I want to bring you guys in a little bit close to show you what we're going to be doing next. Okay, now as y'all can see that there's a lot of air pockets inside of this Hügelkultur bed here that I'm creating. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you all on over here. I just had a new shipment in of, come on, show you. Ta-da! So I just had a new shipment in of mulch. New shipment of mulch. And so what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be taking this nice mulch here, even more organic matter, and all those air pockets that we have over there inside of Hügelkultur bed, we're going to use this mulch here to fill it all in. All right, so let's go ahead and load this wheelbarrow on up. And of course, you know, doing this stuff here is, I don't want to discourage you guys out there, so I'm not going to use the word easy work. If you work smart, it will be easy, and so that's what we try to do here on the homestead. But you know, nonetheless, it have to get done, especially if you doing gardening. The work have to get done, and so that's what we're going to be doing here. And of course, I'm going to turn my wheelbarrow facing the way that I'm going to be going, so that way the work can be easy. Okay? All right. So, and this stuff here is so nice, guys. It's just some real nice wood chips. And so what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna fill it all the way up because I don't want it to be too heavy, because I'm gonna probably have to pick this wheelbarrow on up and dump it in, because I don't have a way inside of that bed. And that's one of the things that I should have done when I built that bed, was leave a little opening, which I still can, but you think about me rolling over to get all the way down there to the other part of it, just gonna be too much. So I'm just gonna pick up the wheelbarrow and dump it in to make it a little bit easy. All right? So what I'm going to come through and do now, just kind of spread it on out. And if y'all can see here, let her bring y'all in closely. Now you see all this ear pocket right inside of here? Look at that. Go ahead. And that's what we want to fill up right there. All those ear pockets. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and just keep on bringing it until I get it filled all the way up to a certain point. I don't want it too high up. I just want to fill up the pockets, and then so I can go ahead and start adding in my compost or whatever it is that I'm going to be using to fill this bed up. And of course, I'm not going to let y'all stay right here. Watch me fill up this wheelbarrow and make ton loads of trips. So I'm going to go over there, fill it on up, come back, and once I'm done, I'm going to bring y'all back, okay? Thank you. Okay, so now that we have all of this organic compost here spread it out inside of this bed. Now, it's something that I noticed about this compost here that I want to share with you guys, and what I'm going to be doing to resolve this problem here. So after we've been shoveling this compost here, we notice there's a lot of clumps inside of here, and I just want to do like that here and show you. You see that there? That is too tight for this compost here. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be coming back through here with some peat moss to loosen it up a little bit, you know, just to get it real loose, because I know over a period of time, as this here sits here and starting to compact down, it's going to get even harder, even especially when the sun comes and pull the moisture out of it. So that's why we're going to go ahead and add that peat moss inside of here. But nonetheless, it's looking real good. Got 3 scoops of organic compost, and it did take care of the half of this bed here. Now, what we're going to be putting inside of this bed here, we're going to be putting in some onions inside of this bed, and maybe some carrots or beets or something like that. But nonetheless, what I'm going to do tomorrow, we're going to go on out and we're going to go ahead and get those peat moss. And when I get those peat moss and come back, I'm going to take you guys along with me when I get ready to mix it all in and get it going. And then, you know, so that's it for now. Okay guys, so now that I have, it's another day. It is another day, and now that I have my peat moss here, now what I'm gonna be doing is go ahead, open up this bag here, and spread this peat moss all over inside of this bed. said previously, the reason for that is I just don't like the way how this compost looks. It could be a little bit, looser. And I want to, I want it to be able to be a well draining bed for our onions because the onions like a bed that is well draining. So I'm going to be adding in some peat moss. And even after adding this peat moss in, if I still don't like the way how it looks, I may even come in and also add in some wood pine shavings just to kind of give it some good drainage. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and spread this on out, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix it on in. Okay guys, so after coming in with this peat moss here, of course I'm gonna be working this peat moss here inside of this soil, okay? But also what I'm gonna also do is over here, I'm gonna take you over here, I also have some fertilizer compost that I made here on the homestead. And what I'm gonna be doing as well, I'm gonna show you, I'm just gonna take some scoops and I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle this here on top of the bed before I go ahead and work it inside of this compost here. Be sure not to bring any weeds on over into your bed because this will be a problem later on down. And also guys, what we're going to be doing as well, we're going to show you how we go about making this fertilizer compost here. Now, as y'all see all these animals that we have here on the homestead, we do not throw their waste away. We use that to put back into the garden. So you think about it, if these stores were to close, right, we have no fertilizer, there is another way how to do it if you have animals on your homestead. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and finish sprinkle this on out, and once we sprinkle it on out, we're gonna come and work it all inside of this compost here, and then we're gonna water it down, and we're gonna come on in and go ahead and plant our onions. Okay, yeah, that's what I like when I come out here in the garden. You get that real nice good workout. And as y'all can see, if y'all, pretty sure y'all see the beginning all the way till now. Y'all can look and you can see a difference here inside of this Hügelkultur bed here. It's looking the way how I want it to be when I get ready to plant. So now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead, get my water hose, come on in and water it down so all this peat moss, because the peat moss is very dry. So I'm gonna come in, water it down so I can go ahead and soak this peat moss here. And so far, it is looking very good. And this is gonna be it right here for this Hügelkultur bed, guys. And like I said, this idea here, I stumbled on it on YouTube, going through it, and Mark from Self-Sufficient Me. This is where I got this idea here, and I'm putting it to use. Back in the days when I used to plant, I did used to put the wood chips inside of my garden, but I never did put it on the bottom. What I would do, I would put it inside of the bed, the area that I'm going to be planting, and I would cultivate all that in. Now the wood chips I used to use was the wood chip that was broken down. Of course, it'd be like compost as well. But with these wood underneath the bottom of here, underneath this Hügelkultur bed here. It's gonna pretty much be the same thing. Over the years, as this thing breaks down, it's only gonna get better and better as time goes on. But nonetheless, you know, I hope and I pray you guys learned something here from this today. And as always, I want to thank you all for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. And if you have not yet, like and subscribe to our channel. Go ahead and do so. You know, just want to thank you all for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. Have a blessed day.